Hi, today I'm joined by Hamid from Brunch & Co, Leon C's favourite brunch restaurant. Hamid, how are you?
Hi, Joe. I'm really good, thanks. How you doing? You okay?
Good. Yeah, I'm good. So you've just opened after lockdown. How's that been?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a game changer, really. I mean, we didn't really know what to expect when we first opened, but it's just given us a completely different, not focus. It's just given us a completely different understanding of where you can go with takeaway and delivery. I mean, obviously, there's not that many people open at the moment, but it was like a completely new business for us because we've never, even though we've been open for 2.5 years, we were never that big on takeaway and we've never done delivery. So from the day that we opened, it felt like my first day at work because obviously I'm there to try and teach the staff how we're going to be doing things. But if I don't know, because it's completely new to me, so we're all just kind of thrown in the deep end. It was mega busy. But yeah, we've been open just about 10 days now. So we've got
You've
little
had to
systems in
totally
place.
change. You've had to totally change the way that you work in the restaurant and offer takeaways as opposed to sitting in.
Exactly. So obviously with government, obviously the staff we have to obviously try and keep the social distances inside the business. So we've now actually switched the coffee machine round. So half the restaurant is taken, which is the new coffee area. So like the coffee barista's got their own area, so it's less cramped behind the bar. But we've just made a one-way system. Depending on how many staff are in, we'll either let 2 maximum customers in or 4. It actually works out a little bit better because we get the customers come in, they wait outside, we call their name, they take their food. So there's no cleaning up dishes, and we tend to get stuff out pretty quickly. Although there's been a few occasions when there has been waiting on the food, but yeah, it's actually worked a lot better than I thought. Basically, a lot busier. We've seen loads of new faces because obviously there's not that many people open. So I have said to staff, you've got to utilise this time to build up as much rapport with new customers as much as possible. Show them how good the coffee is, show them how good the service can be, and just show them what we're about, really. But yeah, it's been nice to see loads of new people, and yeah, it's just been like a massive eye-opener, really, and I'd say it's worked out way better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've adapted really quickly in these uncertain times. It sounds amazing. And the customers that you are getting, are you finding that they're local people or are they people that are visiting the area? Or is it just like a mixture?
Not most locals, but surprisingly enough, we're having people come. I mean, yesterday we had 2 people come down from Chelmsford. I had 2 girls come down from Romford on the train, and we were actually closed when they got here. So I just made them a couple of cocktails. But yeah, so it's really nice. Obviously, loads of people got loads of time. People from out of the town, which is great, saying they've seen us on Instagram and stuff. But
yeah,
probably people locally around here. We've had a massive facelift outside, which I think has helped as well. It was quite dark, so I thought we wanted to brighten it up, just to try and. It's been like a dark time for some people, so we thought if we brighten it up, it would just add a little bit of life to the Broadway. And sort of opening, we wanted to build a little bit of confidence for the people around here as well, because there's only a couple of people open. I think us opening just gives people that a little bit more confidence, and especially that we've got a nice system in here where one-way system, customers aren't next to each other. So yeah, just so more people can start feeling better about coming out and to not be too scared.
That's it. I think we're going to have to live with this for a while. So it is so important that we all adapt. Certainly, we've had to adapt to the estate agency, the way that we work, and a lot of it has become virtual. Yeah. But it's just nice to hear that businesses are open up, that kind of allow people to have that experience. Obviously, food is a really important part of our daily life, and I know that your menu is very geared around healthy eating. So it's nice that people can just go out and have that experience and have that normality, I guess.
Definitely, but I think not just being about the food and the drink, kind of like our company ethos is like we're a lot more, as much as about the food, we're also about like the people as well, meeting people, having conversations. So it was so nice to see regular customers that we haven't seen in ages just have a nice little conversation, seeing how they're doing. A lot of people say like a business is kind of a reflection of the owner. So like I always want to be friendly with people and develop relationships with people, and just because I think that can draw people a lot more than the food. because it doesn't matter how good the food is if they don't have like a nice experience, or they don't connect with the staff there or the owner or whoever it is. That's kind of the reason they come back, because they want to feel welcome somewhere.
Yeah, well, you've certainly got a good reputation in the area, and it's definitely, you know, one of the places to be. So, and you've got a big Instagram following now as well, haven't you?
Yeah, so that's just something I've just been on top of since even before we opened. I was just always like, I know how powerful it can be. At the time before we opened, there wasn't really anyone that big on. There wasn't anyone pushing their Instagram that much, but I knew that again that would be a little gap for us to kind of slide in and, you know, invest money in a good photographer. And, you know, I'm very picky with the pictures that I upload. You know, we could have. I remember we had a photographer one time. We had like 100 pictures, and I picked 2.
I did actually. I was looking at your Instagram today, but it made me feel really hungry, so I had to stop looking at it.
Idea like this, we want to make things colourful. We want people to look at it and go, "Wow, that looks good."
Yeah.
Because it catches the eye. So yeah, it's definitely paid off. I mean, our followers increased massively. Just to try and be a little bit different, really, because that's, you know, once you've got that platform, we find that anything that we advertise will sell straight, or that will literally that day. You know, a lot of people come in, oh, can I have that thing I saw on Instagram? So it's well worth investing the time and just kind of learning it yourself. You know?
Yeah, I mean, your food does look very different to kind of what a lot of the chains offer. It's obviously very bespoke, very in vogue, very in keeping with the area. But so you've lived in Leigh-on-Sea for a long time, haven't you?
5 years, yeah. I'm 31.
So what for you? What's the best thing about Leigh-on-Sea?
Best thing about Leigh-on-Sea is like the social and community part, and the fact that it's right by the sea. I mean, where I live, I'm 5 minutes from the water, 5 minutes from the Broadway. You know, if you've lived here long enough, you generally know quite a few people around here. You can say hello. Yeah, it's just a nice community. Like you feel like you're welcome somewhere. And obviously, there's loads of really good independent businesses, which I love. I hope that we don't get large chains, because that kind of I think it does damage the community a little bit. It's nice to see local businesses coming together, and that's what I've loved about seeing a lot of new people. Like, there's a lot of support there, and it's not the same when it's for a big chain. Like the butchers, for example, that we use for this place is smashing it at the minute. You know, he said he's doing about 4 times as much business as there were before.
So it's funny because a lot of people that I'm speaking to are talking about their local butchers now.
Yeah.
And I've always been a really big believer that things like that should, you know, buy it local and buy good quality rather than quantity. And I think now people and it's the experience, isn't it? It's going to the butchers, having a rapport with him telling you what's, you know, what he's kind of got in that's really good that week or whatever. It's not just about, you know, buying what you need. It is the experience. But that is the thing with food, isn't it? It is the experience of going to the restaurant, you know, the ambience, the decor, you know, as well as obviously the food and the wine, and you know, there's so many more elements. And I think now, because we've been deprived of that social side of life that we crave, but those two things do go really like hand in hand, food and obviously socialising. People will appreciate it all a lot more now.
Definitely, I think because where there's a really good community base, I think one thing that I've really focused on this place is like having like a company culture. Because it's like I've been to restaurants where the food is amazing, but there's like it's a bit soulless. The staff ain't great, but creating like a culture with the staff, but then trying to create, without sounding too cheesy, like a tribe of people that want to come to your place. They want to come and they want to upload. They want to come here with their mates. They want it to be the place where they take pictures. And it's like, if you can create that, which is why I've put myself on. That's why I've done videos of myself on brunch, because I think that the more people can get to know me, they can just understand that I'm just a normal guy. They can get to know my personality. So let's say, for example, someone's never been here before, but they've watched my videos. They almost know me on a personal level, even though they haven't ever met me. So when they come in here, they already feel at ease. They know I'm friendly. they know I'll go out my way to kind of be polite to people. So they'll come in here already, not that we'd have to sell it to them, so they already come in feeling comfortable.
But it's familiar to them, isn't it? You're familiar,
Yeah.
the restaurant's familiar. And that's the great thing now with video, is that we can connect with people so much easier through video and social media, and that I think does enhance the experience. I mean, I met someone recently who I'd consumed a lot of their video content, and I kind of started speaking to him like I knew him, and then I realised that he must be thinking, who on earth is she talking to me? Like, I don't even know her. And it does, it has changed the, you know, I think it's changed every industry really, but it's good. Okay, well, I'll put your all your details of the restaurant in the comments for this video. So if do people need to book a table, or is it walk-in?
So we don't. So at the moment they can just turn up, or they can call us. Our numbers on our Facebook and our Instagram, so you can call in advance. But like I say, you can just swing by and just order as you come. Obviously, busy times there might be a wait. But yeah, normal trading when we reopen, we don't take bookings unless it's for like, we do like a bottomless brunch on a Friday and a Saturday. Apart from that, we're walk-ins only.
And do you think, like, do you know when you're going to be able to open up properly again? When you're going to see people?
To be honest, I don't watch the news. I'll just focus on what I need to see. But as far as I know, I haven't watched the news in ages. So, I don't know, maybe end of July, maybe, I'm not too sure. At the minute, we're utilising this time to focus on improving takeaway and delivery, so when we reopen, we can hopefully keep part of that.
Excellent. Okay, well, thanks very much.
No problem.
Thank you. And as I say, I'll put all your contact details in the comments. So if people want to find you on Instagram or Facebook, then they can. I'll put your phone number so if people want to ring up for a nice brunch.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Cocktails.
It's been nice chatting, and you should pop down soon.
Excellent. I will.